I'm a football coach, or soccer for my friends in the United States, and planning sessions used to take me hours. I'd sit there with a blank piece of paper trying to figure out what to coach, how to coach it, how to progress it, what the coaching points were, and half the time I just end up making it up or end up doing something I'd done before because I ran out of ideas. But that was before AI. Now I can plan a comprehensive session in under 5 minutes, not a generic session, one that is tied to the age and stage of my players, one that is building on what we worked on last week and is building towards what we're going to work on next week. My name is Kevin Middleton. I built FootballGPT, an AI assistant in your pocket. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I'd build a training session step by step using AI. And by the end of this video, you'll be able to do the same. And not only that, I've put together a pack of ready-to-use prompts that you can copy and paste into ChatGPT, Claude, or whichever AI solution you use. That's completely free in the AI Football School, and the link is in the description below. You can even use them as part of this follow-along video. Let's get into it. So what does it actually mean to plan a session using AI? Well, it's quite simple, really. You describe what you want to coach and the AI will generate a session plan for you. Warm up, technical practice, game-related practice, small-sided game, it will do the lot. But there's a little thing that people get wrong. They type something like, give me a session on passing, and then wonder why the output is quite generic and it's quite rubbish, to be frank. The quality of what you get out is entirely dependent on what you put in. So I always say, if you put garbage in, you get garbage out. And that's true for AI in general, but especially for football and session planning. So what I'm going to show you is how to ask properly, how to prompt. Whenever you ask a question of AI, it's called a prompt. So how do you give AI enough context in that prompt until it actually generates something useful for you? I use 3 tools for this. First of all, ChatGPT. It's free, it's general purpose, and it works really, really well. Claude, which is similar to ChatGPT, but it's sometimes better for longer content and context. And of course, FootballGPT. This is the one I built specifically for football coaches. FootballGPT already knows your football context, the age of your players, the stage, the level you're at as a coach. But you can use any of these, and the prompts I'm about to show you work in all 3. So there's been a little bit of pushback from coaches regarding AI. So why should you care about this? Why is AI going to revolutionize the football coaching industry? Because for me, time is the one thing that coaches don't have. Time is a threat, it's not an opportunity. But with AI, you can turn it into an opportunity because most of us are doing this alongside jobs, families, other commitments. Spending time planning a session that lasts 75 minutes doesn't make sense. But AI doesn't replace your coaching brain. It gives you a starting point. It's an assistant. It's a tool in the toolbox. It gives you a first draft, something to react off of instead of just a blank page you're staring at. So I still adjust everything that AI gives me, but I'm not adjusting from scratch. I'm adjusting something that's already been provided. And that's the difference. And the coaches who figure this out now are going to have a massive advantage in the future, in my opinion. Because while everyone else is spending their evenings planning, you'll be spending your evening resting or further educating yourself about coaching as an art. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're coaching an under 14 boys team. Let's say you're working on playing out from the back because you keep getting caught in possession in your defensive third. So you need a session that specifically addresses receiving under pressure. Now, you need one that's near your own goal. You need one that works on decision making, and you need one that's tied to the age and stage of your players. You need all the coaching points. You need the progressions. You need the long-term planning, the session that comes after the session you want to do. So before AI, you would have to spend hours searching through session databases, watching YouTube, trying to piece together something that fitted your team. With AI, you can do something like this. You can type, I coach under 14 boys, 11v11. We've been working on playing out from the back, but we keep getting caught in possession, especially in our defensive third. Create a 90-minute session focused on receiving under pressure and decision-making, especially between playing short and going long. Include a warm-up, technical practice with progressions, a small-sided game that all recreate and build upon the problem. And 2 minutes later, you'll have a complete session. Is it perfect? No. Is it 80% of the way there and you can only spend 10 minutes tweaking it rather than an hour building it from scratch? Yes, and that is the power of AI in my opinion. Step 1, set the context. The first thing you need to do is tell the AI engine who you are and who you coach. For example, I coach under 12 girls at grassroots level. We train once a week for 60 minutes on grass. This matters because a session for under 12 girls is different from a session for under 16 boys. The AI needs to know your context. If you're using FootballGPT, you can set this all up in your profile once and FootballGPT remembers. With ChatGPT and Claude, you'll need to include the context each time. Step 2, state what you worked on last. This is the bit most people miss. Tell the AI engine what you worked on last week or last training session. For example, last session we focused on receiving on the back foot. Now, the AI will know where you're coming from. It can create something that progresses logically from what you did before to what you're going to do next. Step 3, state what you want to coach. Now, it's really important that you be specific here. And by specific, I mean don't just type passing. That's far too vague. Try short passing combinations to penetrate a midfield block, or switching play to exploit space on the weak side after tilting an opponent. Or this session, I want to focus on receiving and turning with the ball. Step 4, specify the structure. Now, you have to tell the AI what format you want the output as. For example, create me a session with 15-minute warm-up, 20-minute technical practice with progressions, 15-minute game-related practice, and a 20-minute small-sided game. Include coaching points for each activity and build upon the last one. Now, the AI knows exactly what to give you as an output. Step 5, generate and review. Hit enter, generate the session plan, read what it gives you, then refine. You can refine within the AI engine or outside of it. To do it within the AI engine, you can type things like, make the small-sided game more challenging for the team in possession. Add a constraint that forces the team to receive on the half turn. Simplify the warm-up. I only have 10 cones and 3 balls. This back and forth is where the magic happens. The first output from the AI engine is a draft. You then need to shape that into what you actually need. Okay, that's been a lot of information, so let me show you this live. I'm going to walk you through FootballGPT and how to create a session. First of all, we need to create our profile. And to create our profile, we need to fill in certain elements. This allows FootballGPT to understand your context, as I said earlier on. So if we want to work on a session for my team at my age and stage, we have to then type in, give me a session on playing out from the back. Now this prompt isn't great. However, FootballGPT knows your context, so it will understand the age and stage of your players and give you something that aligns with that. And this is the output. So you see how that works? In under 1 minute, I got a complete session. It's given me some session plans that are not quite right, but it's given me a complete session. Now I need to go away and either refine that within the FootballGPT engine or outside of that to create my written or sketched session plan. There are some common mistakes that coaches make. I am very fortunate to have access to the FootballGPT analytics, so I can see 3 common mistakes that I see coaches make when asking for information in FootballGPT. And mistake number 1 is being too vague. Give me a session on X is useless without setting your profile or your context within ChatGPT or Claude and even FootballGPT. Be specific about your age, your level, your topic, and your structure. The second mistake is accepting the first output. The first response is always a draft. Always refine it. If the AI engine gets it right first time, it's a miracle. You need to ask for adjustments and you need to make it specific to your situation. FootballGPT will only ever get you part of the way there using your profile. It's up to you to then get it up to 100% perfect. Claude and ChatGPT, they will make a stab at it. It will be a guess if you do not give it context. Even then, the output will need refinement. And mistake number 3 itself is not including context. If you use Claude or ChatGPT, the AI does not know who you coach or what you did last week. It cannot give you something relevant. Context is everything. No context, it's garbage in, and you'll get garbage out, and that will impact your players and their development. And that's how I plan a session with AI. Now, that's a lot of information and it may be overwhelming for some coaches. This is why I built a free 30-day football AI crash course in my school community. You can access the school community from the link in the bio. As I said, it's completely free. It's for coaches, players, and referees who want to learn to use AI more effectively. Just head to the school community. As soon as you join, all of the resources you need, including the copy and paste prompts that I mentioned at the start of this video, are in the classroom. If you found this video useful, please hit subscribe. I'm posting more content like this to try and help coaches, football players, and referees understand AI and how I built my tools and behind the scenes of how I'm growing my football AI business. I'll see you in the next one.